Morning, friends. Welcome to the farm. We had a good rugby weekend, and I never used to be a. If you ask anyone who tries to socialize a lot on the weekends with me, I don't. I'm not really into sport. Haven't really watched it for years. The only sport I like is the UFC stuff. Never liked team sports. I just never got on with them. I liked them in school, but yeah, I sort of drifted away later years. I liked them when I was a cop earlier years. I used to dig the camaraderie, all the boys together used to go watch sport and rugby especially. And we are a rugby nation, and our rugby has brought us together as a nation. How many times we look at how the World Cups have sort of been brought together, and the first one to pick up on that was Nelson. And Mandela saw the passion uh, as South Africans and how he could put us together. And from that time on, I feel that sport has been bringing us together, all different types of sport, in the name of South Africa. And yeah, it's probably the only thing that can sort of let you put your racial um, prejudices aside so that you can focus on the job at hand. And that's something that when guys who went through training understand. You know, you guys, you got a soldier next to you. You don't see the guy's color. He's your brother because you're fighting for the same goal. And, you know, I, I I salute Russie at the moment. Russie's he's like the king of innovation when it comes to sport or rugby in particular. I mean, from the early years, the stuff that he used to do, and you listen to his stories, and that I went to one of his sort of speeches a couple of years ago when I was still working in the insurance industry, and yes, the things that he told us and the jokes that he makes, the sense of humor he's got, and how he faked it till he made it, filling up rugby stadiums. He went to the army barracks, and he spoke to the army colonels and he got them to release the guys that were off that weekend. He'd give them all tickets to fill up that Free State Stadium, and then they'd fill it up. And it looks like, yes, Free State's rocking, and Free State was always empty. And yeah, so you got the stadium looking full. So when it gets viewed on TV, it really looks impressive, and it started bringing Free State back into the limelight. And then when he was watching from the top of the stadiums, he used to make out that there was like a big thing about what he could see. He says you couldn't see anything different from the bottom, but it was a psychological sort of probe into the opponent's minds, And, and he always had these different things that would sort of break the norm. And of late, statistics has always been his big thing. So his stats, he would analyze the stats and he would hit it on the head like that, by breaking the stats down. And I mean the last lot with this bomb squad. That was that the whole world is fighting against this bomb squad. But I mean, why don't they? Everyone's allowed to do it. Why don't they just do it as well? But they don't, because they're too stuck in their traditional rules. And then if you look at his double lineouts, he did that double lineout now the other day, and the things that he does, it seems to elevate the players as well. And the players, their individual brilliance is coming through. And their team selection, their guys, they're picking these guys from young. And I had a look at the under 19 guys coming through the other day. Oh my hat. These guys are monsters. You can see they're young lads, but they are huge. They're massive. And the next generation of rugby players are in for big trouble when they play SA. There's, we've turned into a rugby nation uh, in the same caliber of New Zealand. It's unreal. Anyway, I'm very proud to be a South African this morning. That one try that they were concerned about, where the prop dropped the ball, that yeah, that's been cleared. What happened was the opponent actually knocked the ball out of his hand and knocked it straight to ground. It didn't go forward. And the rules state that if the opponent knocks the ball out, you can play it again. And I think his name's Bongi, and he just put pressure on with his arm. So it did get knocked out, got dislodged by the opponent, went to ground, and he played the ball. So the try is good. Anyway, see, I'm becoming a rugby fan again. I wonder how I'm going to start wearing jerseys and start supporting like the rest of you freaks. Have a good one, chaps.